I've been joined by Aaditya Thackeray. Aaditya, thanks for speaking with us. My first and direct question to you. What is your assessment about the BMC? What exactly reports you're getting?
First direct and only, or there are more questions?
There are more questions, but this is the first one. What reports you're getting from the ground?
See, frankly, we are fighting a battle that is for the Asmita of Mumbai. The BMC has been looted in the past 3 years by the BJP like never before. There is no example as bad as what Maharashtra is seeing today, with the government being the most corrupt government in the history of independent India. I think Mumbaikars are feeling the brunt of it. We're facing traffic issues, we're facing bad roads, broken footpaths, dirty water. There is no single aspect of Mumbai that today you can celebrate in terms of governance. And that is the biggest issue.
Aditya, elections are happening almost after 3.5 years, I will say, to be more precise, 4 years. What has changed in last 3 years? Because politically, if we see, since 2019, Maharashtra has been always a volatile state. First, unexpected alliance of Shiv Sena and Congress NCP happened. Then your government fell down. Then another government came, and so on. Many things had happened. Split in the party, your party and NCP. So my question is limited to the BMC. In last 3 years, when 2022 the tenure got over of the last mayor, what has changed so far?
What has changed is today the BMC lacks accountability. The BMC lacks transparency. There was a certain respect that governance had when we were in government, and there was a certain amount of ethics that were followed largely in serving Mumbai. Today, all of that has blown away. There is no cover for the city. The city is being looted by the BJP, plundered by Minde, and we need elected representatives in the BMC to be stopping that.
But when you say looted, in what sense? Because there is always a counter allegation on Shiv Sena, because you people were there in BMC since last 20-25 years. So there is always a counter allegation against you that you looted it. So
and who was making the allegations?
Obviously the BJP.
So in the 25 years of we being in the BMC, 20 years the BJP was with us. So if there are allegations, and if they're saying that we did not work, why was the BJP enjoying posts of deputy mayor, improvement committee chairman, standing committee, then you have education committee chairman, you have BSC committee chairman? Why were they enjoying all of these posts? So if we have not worked, why were you with us for 20 years? And if we have worked, why are you abusing us? Two, when I say looted, I make all the allegations with proof.
Okay.
The BJP makes allegations on people. Whoever is guilty of something goes into the BJP, gets a good ministry or a deputy chief minister or something like that. And whoever's, has nothing to do with what the allegations are, stays against the BJP and fights against the BJP. It is the BJP today that has wanted to make Congress Mukt Bharat for the last 10 years, that has gotten into an alliance with the Congress in Ambarnath. When we got in an alliance with the Congress, they said, "Aapne Hindutva chhod diya." To aaj BJP ne kya chhod diya? The BJP and the MIM shoot missiles and barrages of missiles of words against each other. They polarize the atmosphere in any state before an election. In Akot today, the BJP and MIM have formed an alliance. The point is this, that the BJP with its 6,000 crore road scam in 2023, 6,000 crore road scam in 2024, the street furniture scam, the footpath scam, the beautification scam, the light scam, every scam, the BJP has looted Mumbai. And you see it because today we are in a 2.5 lakh crore deficit.
I was coming to that point. Whenever Uddhav Thackeray speaks in his public speeches or even in interviews, he always say that when we were in power, we made certain amount of FDs and that was for Mumbaikars. Counter to that, BJP is saying that you cannot just have FDs, you have to utilize them. And now drastically if you see...
See, the problem is the BJP does not understand governance. From 2014 to 2024 and even now, where has the central government of India taken us, the Union government of India? Our rupee has gone down to 91. The economy is floundering, unemployment has increased, the loans that the government of India has to take to fulfill its gap has increased astronomically, right? Even in Maharashtra, if you see, the way we are hurtling towards going down to the pits is crazy. The same way, the BMC has been looted by the BJP in the last 3 years. What we were doing is the fixed deposits.
It's only BJP?
It is the BJP and those two tolis, the chor gangs with them. But the Sena, when we were in power in the BMC, from a 600 crore deficit to 92,000 crore surplus fixed deposit was the financial management we led without increasing taxes, without adding on tolls. And what is most important is each penny of that fixed deposit was linked to a particular project. The Goregaon Mulund Link Road, the union government of the BJP has nothing to do with except go and cut the ribbon. We saved the money for that. We started that project. The STP, the Prime Minister came to Mumbai and said he has given a gift of STPs to Mumbai with 18,000 crore. It's not his doing. It's Mumbai's saving that we have saved. Coastal Road. The Chief Minister has nothing to do with it. Zilch, zero. He's only gone and cut the ribbon there. But this came from the fixed deposits that we saved. The accountability, the transparency, the responsibility we showed with financial management in Mumbai. Show me one place, even a panchayat, where the BJP has done this.
Aditya, why?
The only place they do this, the only two places they do this in terms of financial management, one is for Adani and the other is for its own party funds.
Now you brought the topic of the Adani. I want to ask you a very direct question to that. There is allegation against your government that when you guys in power, that time Adani got the contract of Dharavi. So why exactly that happened and how do you defend that?
To correct that storyline, when we started off looking at Dharavi redevelopment, we were making a tender that was fair and square for everyone, a level playing field for everyone. Had the tender been in our time, because we hold no grudge against anyone, it could have been Adani, it could have been anyone else who could have got the tender, but that would have been in a free and fair way. What has happened is the tender has come out in October 2022. Feknath Minde was the Chief Minister back then, the illegal Chief Minister. And the tender was set in a manner that only the Adani group gets it. Chalo, you've done that, no problem. What is worse is apart from just Dharavi, Mr. Adani has got 540 acres around Dharavi and 1600 acres across Mumbai almost free of cost, without paying the city's taxes, without paying the city's premiums, without paying the city its due. That is our problem.
And that money is going where? Who's getting that?
Who owns the BJP?
Is there any owner of the BJP? Because they always say that they have.
See, I'll tell you, in Maharashtra we say Sabka Malik Ek hai, which Sai Baba used to say. The BJP also believes that, but they believe Sabka Malik Adani hai.
So, Aditya, in this entire run-up of BMC, there is one controversy which was erupted, and always this question has been targeted to Shiv Sena UBT that you have left the Hindutva. Now, the controversy was that if you vote for UBT or Shiv Sena UBT or the Manase, MNS, there will be a Muslim mayor to it because they favor
Where has
Muslim.
been doing this? You know what has happened is, whoever the Chatham guy is saying this, he has abused Americans who have made a democratic choice in New York to vote for their mayor. Why is the BJP defaming Americans on this soil? Why is the BJP defaming the UK by saying Sadiq Khan, their mayor, who's been elected democratically, is something illegal? If Americans and the British people have made their choice for their own city and for their own mayor, why is the BJP abusing and accusing Americans of making their choice and comparing it to India? So this becomes actually a very important international issue. This may be one of the reasons that America is putting tariffs on us. Two, what is very important is if the BJP is accusing us of leaving Hindutva, why did the BJP induct the prime accused of the Palgar Sadhu murder case into their party for the selfish reason of elections?
But they withdrew it.
So, withdrew it when? When the media made a furor over it, when the opposition parties made a furor over it, right? So either he's accused and guilty of it, why did you take him? And if he is not guilty of it, why did you give us a suspension? So that is the first thing. Two, who has made an alliance with the MIM in Akot today? Who has gone with the Congress in Ambarnath today? I mean, this is all childish allegations and behavior that if you leave yourself and you go to someone else, you start, trash talking someone else.
But Aditya, my question to you is that in BMC election, is Hindutva is the only agenda for
No,
the
I was
political
surprised yesterday. The Chief Minister said we will remove Bangladeshis after winning BMC. I don't think he understands jurisdictions of the governance and of his own government. I don't think he understands administration anymore.
But such
if the Chief Minister feels that he needs to win a civic election to remove Bangladeshis, let me remind him, for the past 12 years, it is his party that has been running the union government single-handedly. It is his Prime Minister in the seat for the last 12 years, who also had claimed that they will take POK in the last 6 months for every election that they've contested. His party has the Home Minister and the Defence Minister. By saying Bangladeshis have infiltrated India, he is abusing and his party is abusing the Jawans who guard our borders. He is insulting the Indian army who guards our borders. And two, if at all Bangladeshis have infiltrated India, why was he waiting for a civic elections to say, okay, now I will start removing Bangladeshis from Maharashtra? Can you see the colossal failure of the BJP if Bangladeshis and Rohingyas from Burma, the BJP doesn't know the difference between Bangladeshis and Rohingyas, by the way. If they have infiltrated India and come all the way from the eastern borders to the western coast of India, how many BJP states have they been able to cross? Can you see the amount of failure of the Union Home Minister and the Union government in this? Have you seen the failure of all the successive BJP governments in this? And his own government, and he being the Home Minister for the last 12 years. So, is he accusing himself and, trying to say that he is a failure? So, Hindutva isn't... See, the point is this, the BJP will always come wherever they try to lose, speak about Hindu-Muslim or caste or creed or religion or language. We are saying muddya bola.
What is your mudda?
Issue ke baat karo. We are saying, look, our mudda are two ways. If you see the biggest difference between our advertisements and their advertisements and hoardings, we have put the work that we have done on the hoardings and we are proud of it. The coastal road, the open spaces, the 4 medical colleges, the schools and the digital education that we brought in, the BST that we had brought 2 flat fares, most affordable and going beyond 10,000 buses. So many things. They have only 2 faces on the hoardings. My question is, what is the contribution of those 2 faces in the BJP hoardings to Maharashtra? The only contribution is they've taken away industries from here and sent them to Gujarat.
But when we ask the question to them, they always say that they brought the Mumbai metro in Mumbai, the coastal road credit they are taking.
I will tell you one thing, and I've said this very openly, we don't take credit for the falling rupee. It's their credit completely. We don't take credit for the GDP or the terrible economic state that we're in or unemployment that they're doing. We don't take credit for demonetization. But they shouldn't take credit for our work. Coastal Road, in fact, they had boycotted the Bhumi Pujan ceremony of the Coastal Road because it belonged to the BMC and the Shiv Sena UBT. It is the height of shamelessness to claim credit by the BJP for the Coastal Road. Show me one photo where you have Mr. Devendra Fadnavis anything to do with the Coastal Road at all, or any one decision.
So you mean to say that whatever they are basically claiming is...
No, let them come in an open debate. No, let them have a one-to-one.
But
I'm willing to accept if I am at fault and if I'm wrong and if I'm lying, let them prove that. I have photos to prove that.
The way the debates happen in the US democracy or US presidential election, you think that the same thing should happen? Because many a times you have given the challenge to your opponents, but so far there was no, I will say, no acceptance.
No, because the BJP is only interested in abusing US democracy right now and any democracy anywhere they see in the world.
Anyways, we'll talk about the development as you said. What is your vision for next 5 years if the Shiv Sena UBT and MNS come back to the power at BMC? What are the first 3 things on the top priority list that we want
We've
to change?
made a 15-point agenda which Amit and I brought in front of the people. One of the most important thing is basically we have BMC estate properties across Mumbai in thousands. Currently, one builder friend of the Chief Minister is getting all of those properties by hook or by crook. We will stop that and we will make affordable houses for government, police, BST, BMC, mill workers, everyone who served Mumbai in the capacity of being a government or a BMC officer. We will make affordable permanent houses for them. 2, we've already said that like we had completely done away with the property tax for 500 square feet homes, we will do away with property tax for up to 700 square feet homes across Mumbai.
Earlier, if I'm not wrong, earlier it was 500.
And now we're speaking of 700. 3, the BST is the real lifeline of Mumbai. In our times when we had flat fares, most affordable, increasing buses, almost 35 lakh Mumbaikars travelled on the BST every day, back and forth. We will be bringing down the fares that the BJP is tripled today, back to 5, 10, 15 and 20, and bring in 10,000 electric buses into a city, mini ranges, medium, long range, start all the old routes, start a free bus service for the women especially, and for school-going kids. We're also looking at starting off a junior college. The BMC today has 1,235 schools, 8 languages, 3.5 lakh students learn in that, digitized, virtual classroom. You have astronomy clubs, you have gender equality classes going on, all of that, right? We want to bring in a junior college for that. The BMC is the only municipal corporation in the last 25 years of our service through the BMC, the only municipal corporation across the world that has 4 medical colleges of its own, apart from primary healthcare centers, trauma care centers and hospitals. We want to increase that number to 9. There are so many other things as the BST provides electricity to the city. We want to expand that to the western and eastern suburbs, make electricity up to 100 units free of cost to use. pet parks, pet crematoriums, pet daycare centers, just like child daycare centers, if you want to bring that into a city. So there are multiple things we're looking at. But the problem is, the BJP only wants to loot the city and we need to stop that.
But what about environment? Because the AQ of Mumbai is...
Thank you for speaking that. Look at my voice. Hear my voice. You can't...
Because you are always vocal about it, but I can't hear
Marish,
that.
you and I can hear the hoarseness in our voices. The sad part is the government cannot hear the Mumbaikar's voice.
But who's to be blamed for the AQ Act?
The last 3 years is when the AQ has spiked. That is because there is an environment minister who doesn't care about environment. I mean, the central one I'm talking of. The state one, I don't know if the minister has much powers in her hands. But the MPCB has been given to a builder, right? What is important is the Mumbai Climate Action Plan, just like the Nashik Climate Action Plan, Pune Climate Action Plan, Thane Climate Action Plan. We had made this with neutral agencies who critiqued us. It's for the first time that the government was critiqued of where we are going wrong, where we can go right, what are the short-term, medium-term, long-term measures. I think what is very, very important is to implement the Mumbai Climate Action Plan. Construction management is required. Urban afforestation is required. In my time as a minister, we were able to protect 15,000 hectares of mangroves in 11.5 months. You need to start off protecting mangroves actively again.
But now that is reducing day by day.
Exactly, right? The BJP is reversing all of that. Look at what happened with the Aravalis. Just yesterday I've tweeted and spoken on social media and even in media about 2 mines being opened up in 2 key tiger corridors in Chandrapur. Why? Why is the BJP behind every green patch? I understand the fascination with green and polarization of, votes. It doesn't mean you start cutting green forests here.
But again,
you can't be so immature.
Who is to be blamed for the poor AQI? Because
it's the builder and the BJP nexus. The builder Janata Party is to be blamed. Because it's because of... See, the bad AQI in Mumbai is largely suspended particulate matter hanging in our air. Where does this come from? Construction dust. Where does this construction dust come from? It's because construction management doesn't happen in our city. The builders run the writ in the BMC and the UD department today.
But the way the measures have been taken, spreading the water on the road or using the water mist or the air mist gun, how do you see those efforts?
Come on, this is something to be discussed on a comedy show.
But you really think, what is your plan for that? If you were at that place...
People around the world look at it and laugh at it. When we speak at international forums and we interact with people around the world and they see these mist guns and the former illegal...
Are they effective?
Speaking about deep cleaning, they're using water, which is also an important resource, on something which is random as, cleaning something very erratic as, oh, the chief minister is visiting here today, let's do deep cleaning here. Doesn't happen that way.
But I think you have got the exposure, you have also gone to other countries to study this kind of issue. So what are their basically measures? What measures they take to
it's
control
simple.
it?
First and foremost in a city like Mumbai, because see, no city is the same, right? We cannot copy paste one city's solutions to another. For Mumbai, of course, protecting the forest, which we have a track record of doing. RA 800 acres brought into the Indian Forest Act. Protecting our mangroves, again, track record. The electric vehicle policy 2021 is still successful.
Yep.
You need to expand that electric vehicle policy. Public transport, BST has to go to 10,000 electric buses, 900 double-decker buses electric. You have to look at that aspect also. One of the things with electric mobility is, before we preach to others, I think the government has to follow its own diktat. It will be a huge footprint on it. Afforestation, protecting open fields and open spaces, protecting mud playgrounds, creating rainwater holding tanks, rain percolation ponds, looking at cleaning up the Mithi, Dahisar, Poisar, Oshiwara rivers actively, not beautification, cleaning it. Now cleaning involves desilting, of course, floating debris and the chemicals that go into or the sewage that goes into the rivers.
What about sensitizing people?
And most importantly, like I said, when we speak about the air quality, it is purely and purely construction management, not stopping any development work, but managing the time and how you do that.
Aditya, the new theme park is coming in, I will say, South Mumbai, and you were quite vocal about it because the theme park is going to come on the racecourse land. Do you think that this kind of theme park will give a very different identity to Mumbai?
No, I'll tell you what, it's not a theme park. The theme park idea, or rather an open space idea, along with the racecourse, in sync with it, was first raised by Uddhavji in 2013. So Coastal Road, the East Coast, which is 1800 acres, and a beautiful park in the middle of the racecourse, along with the equestrian activities going on there, was first projected by Uddhavji in 2013-2014. We've been following up after that. Work has started, all of that. What Eknath Minde wants to do is dig up the entire racecourse, create construction underground, give his favorite contractors the work, suck money out of Mumbai because of that, and then show that, oh, I've made, some big beautiful playground on top. This is a farce. These are blatant lies. You look at the track record of Eknath Minde, every project he has touched, the cost has escalated, the time has been delayed, the contractors have been changed, and more money has been made out of it. Nobody trusts Eknath Minde. I don't think even the BJP trusts Eknath Minde anymore.
Okay, I'll ask few political questions to you. My first question to you about the Ambarnath, as you mentioned. What exactly happened over there and why this kind of a new alliance has
BJP
come?
ने हिंदुत्व छोड़ दिया और क्या हुआ?
You think that even Congress joining hands with BJP is a...
What was that song? मैं करूँ तो साला character ढीला है.
तो कौन character, किसका character ढीला है?
पूछो BJP से. और कौन ढीला है पूछो.
Aditya, there is this election is not only about who is going to establish the mayor. Obviously, that is the primary thing. But everyone is looking at the new alliance which has happened. The brothers.
You're talking about the BJP Congress?
No, I'm talking about your alliance. Your brother.
See, there are two new alliances: BJP Congress, BJP MM. Which new alliance are you talking about?
No, I'm talking about the cousins coming together.
Correct. Now the difference is this: the Sena UBT and MNS and Pawar Saab's NCP have come together for the betterment of Maharashtra and to protect Mumbai from the evil eye of the BJP. The BJP and the Congress and the BJP and the MIM and the BJP and Eknath Minde have come together only and only for power. That is the difference. One is selfish, the other selfless.
Exactly, but that kind of a similar allegation has been leveled against the cousins also, that they fear somewhere that they are losing
I think
ground.
BJP is the only party in the world or ideology in the world where if brothers are coming together, they feel the pinch in the stomach. Someone should be happy that a family is coming together. The BJP's strategy all throughout is break families.
There are some feelers that even the NCP may come together, both the factions.
So, family coming together, I don't think anyone should get any problems.
But Aditya,
except the BJP.
My question to you is that was it a...
But you think of it, the BJP is scared of the Thackeray's and the Pawars coming together.
Why do you think that?
Because that is essentially a voice that represents Maharashtra very strongly, exposing the lies of the BJP.
Aditya, both the brothers, Uddhav Thackeray and Raj Thackeray coming together, was it a political decision or it was an emotional decision? Because I am in touch with you since day one when this thing started, when Raj Thackeray in an interview had said that he's ready to come one step ahead, and then I asked you, you said...
It's happened one step by one step, right? And what is very important is, had it been only political decision, it wouldn't have been in terms of fighting together. It would have been coming together and making a pre-poll or post-poll alliance. We have come together only and only because the BJP is trying to finish off Mumbai and the identity of Maharashtra.
But why it took so long? Because in July the event had happened, everyone saw, and the event happened because both the brothers came together for the cause of Marathi.
Correct.
So why it took so long?
But this also proves that we didn't come together only for politics. After that also the families have been meeting, bonding, speaking at events together. So this was not only about a post-poll alliance that the BJP and the Congress that have come together, the BJP and the MM have come together. We have come together genuinely and to stay together.
So it was an emotional decision.
It is an emotional decision, right? When a family comes together, and that too when you see two strengths coming together for a city, for the cause of Marathi, for the cause of Maharashtra, for the cause of people who love Maharashtra, what's wrong in that?
My next question to you is about this alliance only.
The BJP Congress alliance.
No, your alliance.
The BJP MM alliance.
I am open to ask you a question about that, but your...
The BJP is also open to all alliances today.
No, but how far you're seeing that after this election, what is the plan of Uddhav Thackeray and Raj Thackeray ji together of this alliance, and what is their vision for Mumbai and Maharashtra, and how long they are going
See,
to?
our vision, our manifesto. There are two things, right? One is the manifesto is out there. The 15-pointer document was presented by Amit and me. That is also out there. Two, we are the only political party in India probably today. There may be people like Stalin sir and Mamta Didi also who have also done very, very commendable work. But I'm talking of when it comes to Mumbai and Municipal Corporation, where we have contested every election of a civic poll based on the work that we have done. Every election, look at our holdings. We come with a strong track record. Show me one city in India where the BJP has a mayor and the city has progressed. Odisha, that was peaceful for 25 years today, you're seeing riots there. States that have been newly won by the BJP, you see riots there. There are two myths that need to be burst in this interview, and I keep saying this. The first myth is the BJP spreads this rumor that if you have 3 levels of vertical governance, Prime Minister, Chief Minister and the Mayor of the same party, the city will progress. Look at Indore. 18 people have died because of water contamination there. For the last 2 decades, the BJP has governed Indore as a municipal corporation, 2 decades Madhya Pradesh as the state, and for the last 12 to 13 years now, the Prime Minister belongs to the BJP. Likewise with Gandhinagar, where 150 people got sick because of water contamination just day before yesterday. Look at any city across India that has been governed by the BJP. There is not a single city that has gone ahead. Look at Delhi. You know, there was air pollution and everyone blamed Mr. Kejriwal and AAP and said, oh no, because this is a government that doesn't belong to the BJP. There is no cooperation from the center. It's worsened after Ms. Gupta took over. So that is the first myth. The second myth that needs to be broken and very openly on TV is the BJP is great as opposition. They can move mountains as opposition. But when they come to government, they only know how to cut mountains, but cannot do governance.
But even your government faced the same hurdle when you guys in power that time also.
No.
A lot of,
No.
let me come to a lot of such things when COVID management was happening. And
COVID management, we...
No, my question to you is
manage-
totally different.
I'll tell you what, COVID management is what we have been known for because 90% of our time, as soon as we got into government, was managing COVID. Our management of COVID, despite having the BJP at 105 as opposition and a centre that was with full majority and wanting to cut every bit of strings that we were trying to get of, you know, help in terms of oxygen, in terms of medicine, whatever. They used to divert oxygen supplies here and there, medical batches here and there. Despite all of that, we stood strong and we, as the Maharashtra government, were praised by the WHO, the World Health Organization, for the Dharavi model. We were praised by the Honorable Supreme Court. The Prime Minister had to praise us. The other states had to send in their teams to see of how our field hospitals are working, right? The funny part is, the city president of the BJP is actually not quoting the Supreme Court or the WHO or the Prime Minister. He believes in quoting a Pakistani journalist to abuse a chief minister who is a true Mumbaikar. I don't know if he is a spy like Kurulkar or not, but to sort of draw parallels from a Pakistani journalist, that is the core DNA of the BJP, I guess.
No, that's why, because if that...
And two, also, for the 25 years of our governance in Mumbai Municipal Corporation and whatever we've been able to achieve, out of 25 years, only 4 years we had a Sena CM with us. The rest have always been chief ministers who have been of an alternate ideology or an alternate party.
Aditya, coming back to the issue of, coming back to the cousins issue, do you think that both the cousins coming together will help to consolidate the Marathi vote, at least in Mumbai in this BMC election, which basically Shiv Sena and MNS, they're having the core voter of Marathi. So do you think that the consolidation which it will happen, because this election everyone is seeing at Marathi versus non-Marathi, because if you go towards suburb, BJP is claiming that they have got a stronghold in a suburb since a lot of UPIs, Biharis are staying in the suburb side. So you think that the consolidation of Marathi votes will happen?
I'll tell you, we haven't come together to consolidate the votes.
But it will happen.
We came together because we see a threat to the Marathi Manus in Mumbai today. Being refused a house for being Marathi in a housing society started happening because there is BJP chief minister in our state. Being refused a house because you eat non-vegetarian food, being Marathi and you're following your local culture, is happening because there's a BJP chief minister in the state. There are so many instances where we, as Marathis in Mumbai, Mumbai being the capital of Maharashtra, we feel that the BJP is anti-Maharashtra, anti-Mumbai and anti-Marathi. I think if two brothers can keep aside political differences of 20 years and come together for the cause of Mumbai, for the cause of Maharashtra, for the cause of Marathi, I am sure that every person in Maharashtra, every person in Mumbai, Marathi or non-Marathi, will come together for the pride of Maharashtra and vote for the Shiv Sena, MNS and NCP alliance. Because this is not about we asking to consolidate. Imagine if two brothers can come together who have had political differences earlier, coming together. I think the least we can do as voters is come and vote together.
I think my last question to you is that what is your plan to bring back Marathi Manus to Mumbai? Because in every speeches, whether it's Raj Thackeray, Uddhav Thackeray...
See the houses that we are building on the BMC estate properties, which are thousands of that, right? Affordable houses. That will create lakhs of affordable houses for the Marathi Manus in Mumbai. That is the biggest one. 2, like I said, BST. 3, of course, making Mumbai affordable again. I mean, it's not a make America great again, like say, but making Mumbai affordable again.
But how? Because the prices of the houses are very much
I'll tell you
high.
what, Maharish, most of our people, common people, now I'm not going into tags of Marathi, non-Marathi or whatever, but Mumbai needs to be affordable again, right? Getting rid of property tax up to 500 square feet. That is the biggest burden anyone could pay and, get done away with. We have gotten rid of the property tax up to 500 square feet. Now we're looking at 700 square feet. Likewise, making electricity affordable, making BST affordable, keeping the water rates stable and still and not changing for the next 5 years. These are some important things, I think.
And your last message, or your message to the Mumbaikars, how you're going to convince them to vote for your party.
Mashalila matadan kara.
Thanks a lot and wish you all
Thank
the
you.
best. Thank you.